So, finally starting my reaction videos. It was a long time coming. I thought about doing this for a long time. I just didn't know when and what I'm going to start it with. Because I didn't want to start it with the actual One Piece anime. That is for my own spare time. That's something I've been watching. I've been watching One Piece since 4 Kids in 2004, I think. Something like that. 2004, 2005 time. That's like while I was in high school or just about to leave high school. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity for me to start the reaction using One Piece live action season 2. I finished the first one. I'm caught up. We're here. You know, it's not. I don't have to worry about confusing anything. I already know for the most part what's happening, unless there's a few changes. But let's find out. Can I turn this up a little bit? All right. All right, let's see what we got, Luffy. Shell's Town. I gotta see it. I also want to see if I can recognize some characters. Oh, what's the name? Five, obviously. She's six? Six, right? Also, also, side note, my memory sucks. My memory absolutely sucks. So if I forget anything, I might forget names. I might forget, like, I know this is the organization, you know, I know this is, I know, so, you know, so, but I might, regardless of it, I might forget certain things. So don't mind me. So far, the casting, these two is amazing. And Robin, Miss Valentine, that's what she said. Yeah. Is he the guy? Is that the guy from the first one? Now we all seen this in the trailer, so this is not gonna shock anybody. But she's an amazing cast. I think I want to say they're just like extending her background, or ooh, that sounds kind of cool. Wait. I just want to pause it. I just want to pause it. I just want to embrace how well they did the designs, if they did. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. I'm also remembering that the live action is more violent than the actual anime. So I'm hoping they actually capitalize on that. Oh, that's fire. Bro, just you just give up. Oh, she shot the dude with him. Okay. Is she gonna kill homie too? That's another thing. You know what I'm thinking? I'm sorry. Um, people always talk about how Robin is so overpowered and they kind of nerf her in the anime, which is completely true. But if they nerf her in the anime, what they gonna do in the live action? I mean, I don't know how far they're gonna get in the live action, but I don't know what like in the future they're gonna really have to nerf her. This one scene already, it kind of shows just how powerful she is, or could be. Oh, they are doing some more background stuff. My guy. I would have loved to been the designer behind the like the actual physical stuff. Like to remake what they made for the anime, I would have loved to been the designer behind that. That must have been so much fun to recreate all those things. Damn, they could have did my boy a little better. They could have. Nah, that's beast. They do got the weights on point, but he had to get more shredded a little bit. They don't got my boy as cut as he could be. No offense, but I know he did. I know they all did a lot of training. Let me not even talk. I'm not. I'm nowhere close. Oh, that's dope. Do y'all think they upped the rubber effects in this in the season? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know where it is. Oh yeah, because Mihawk broke his swords. I was trying to remember why he needed the new swords. And you got him. That's all it takes. Duh. Usopp don't want to go nowhere anyway. It wouldn't matter where you send it. They're scared of the island disease. Oh yeah, they're gonna change each title for every episode. They're probably not gonna do that. Yeah, I doubt it. Monkey D. Garp. They showing this early? Wait, when did they get to this? I apologize for everybody. Maybe I should say this firsthand. There will be spoilers for the people who have not watched the anime. There will be spoilers. I probably should have said, you know what? I'm gonna put that on top of the video somewhere. There will be spoilers. They only showed this during the war arc, right? Yeah, Marine Ford. Oh, I'm on bugging. They doing this. I mean, they changed a lot of things in the first one, but that's kind of wild to me. Even though I mean, context is different. I don't know if they're gonna go there. Yo, he looked different. Is that the same actor as Goldie Roger? Because in the first season, he looked hella old. That was the only thing I didn't like. But I mean, he fit the description. They out here shooting the shit, bro. This is dope. Uh oh. You know what that means? They are so slick. That's interesting. That's so interesting. Part of me feels like Hear me out. I'm trying my best. Like I'm going to be pausing it for you know why, but also I'm trying to understand certain things. Part of me feels like they know they're not gonna do the entire, obviously the entire show. I can't shouldn't say obviously because who knows, right? Part of me feels like they know they're not gonna do an entire show, and because of that, they're cramming things in there to still get the point across, to get the story across, which is kind of is very smart, actually, not kind of smart. That's very smart, but that means they're not going to do the full show. So I wonder where they're going to end off at, or how when they're going to cut it. I don't know. Just my theory. Nah. The first episode? How they gonna introduce him in this? I don't know how I feel about that so soon. We less than 15 minutes in. Man said, what's that? That pointing monkey in Family Guy? I gotta find that clip. Nah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's still early, so I don't know. I guess let's see how they introduce everything. Okay, reusing assets. Not mad at it. That's life. Or did they? Yeah, they reused it. I smart. I just want. I'm gonna just point that out real quick. Maybe I should. You know what? I'll save this for the next time. Let's go ahead. If you caught it, then you caught it. They reuse the asset, but smart. Very saving the budget. You got to budget right. It looks good though. It looks good. Wardrobes look good. What? I was gonna say, what is wrong with Luffy? This is exactly who he is. Smart. About to loan him some bread. I'm trying to catch. Oh, I'm slow. I think I know who that was. The homie. All right, new different introduction. I just want to see how good the actor does in this. My man's head cut is crazy. Who? What's his name? Damn, I didn't. And it doesn't seem familiar. I thought he said Cole something. Should I put subtitles on? Smokey. The environment is sick already. They did a good job world on on the world in this. Uh-oh, there you go right there. Well, not the binoculars. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh shoot, that's the side mission. I wonder if they're gonna do it. That's so cool. Oh snap. That's cool. What's the name? What's the name? What's the name? Um, I'm gonna get it. Hell nah. So they skip they essentially skip the what do you call that filler. They skip the filler in the show. Damn, I still can't. I'm still trying to think of the guy's name. The the cannibal. What's the name? I mean, it's not an actual cannibal. Jeez, I forgot his name. Which, by the way, I'm excited that he's there. I don't know if I like how he looked. Those are two different things. I'm excited to see him, but I don't know if I like how actor wise he looked. But whatever, that's a whole nother thing. As per usual. Oh, there we go. Let's see who that how the actress looks in this. Did they go to his background in? They didn't go to his background in the first season. I can't remember. Yeah, they did. They had to. Oh yeah, yeah, they did. I remember. Zoro got trauma from being a lost all the time. That's kind of funny. Dang, he way more nervous than he was in the anime. That's not funny. Nah. Oh, he looked just like the shopkeeper. Homie had the big old bug eyes in the anime. Is one episode gonna be the entire Log Town? Because I got a lot of ground to cover, to be honest with you. Yeah, boy. It's time for them two new swords, huh? Not buying it. Just as much of a snake in the live action. Terrible. Oh, here we go. The Wado Ichimanji? Right? Yeah. I said it before she said it. Gotta give my sword back. Get your hands off my damn sword. Give me exactly. Give me my shit back. The cursed one is with the purple. Does it have the engravings on it? I think it does. Yeah, they do have like that little etching on it. I wish they show a close up. Let's see how they do this. About to chop my arm off. Fire. They did that scene justice. The special effects was fire. They did that scene some justice. No complaints. You got nothing out of me. I'm curious, like scenes like this. I'm curious about how first time watchers are gonna take that. I'm curious to know how, like it that does not beat the anime when you first see it, in my opinion. Or maybe that's just because I know it's gonna happen. I don't know, but I'm curious how first time watchers get to scenes like that, like because these are like impactful scenes. These are the parts of the episode that grabs the most attention, right? That's the focus, like so to speak. So I'm curious if that is like similar. I mean, this is an hour long episode, so I'm curious if it's supposed to do the same thing. Um, I don't really direct movies or shows, but I would assume this is one of many in an hour long episode that's supposed to capture the audience for the first time viewers. Blue fin elephant tuna, and they even got them looking like. Is he a fishman or does he just have a fish hairdo? I mean, a fishman selling fish would be kind of awkward, but kind of a dope hairstyle, low key. I'll take this beauty. Wait, hold up. Nah. I mean, is he leaving a voicemail? Is she speaking? Bartholomew. There you go. Bartholomew. Bartholomew? They actually giving him time. I mean, like I said, I feel like they're just gonna like cram everybody in because they're not gonna see them again anyway, right? Because what other? I mean, we all know that later on that he was there, but what's the point of making that scene for? Like that wasn't even necessary. If it was just like a passing whim, that's one thing, but they made it a point to include him in the dialogue. Is it the sky, the weather? This is an amazing shot. All three of them in it. That's actually a dope shot. That's Forgot the name for it. Damn, they made this. They made this scene. Not, I mean, not like it's deep, but they made it more emotional than the even than the anime. It was. It gives two completely different feelings. The other in the anime, I'll say it makes you kind of like excited. This one almost makes you feel, you know, sad in a way. They're not gonna have him working for the Marines. They're not gonna have that whole thing. I don't think. I don't know. Luffy, Panda. They slick. They threw Panda in there. Bartal, Dalameo. I mean, it makes sense why they did it this way for the show. And why did he seen him as a mark? I don't understand why he seen him as a mark for. Luffy's broke. I mean, did he have did no, she didn't give him money. He don't even seem like he has money. Is he gonna try to rob him for something now? Yeah, I still don't know how to feel about this. Yo, Buggy was like the best part of the first season. Buggy was the best part of the first season. This unicycle. I'm trying to remember everything that they skipped. They include him in this too. Like, it kind of makes sense. Knowing his reputation, though, I don't know if that makes sense. He might not be as wild as Buggy at this time, maybe. They hooked Buggy up though. He did change. I think he had green. Did he have green makeup in the anime at this time? I know he changed a little bit, but where's Alvita? Her name, you remember? I think I like what they're doing because they had to streamline everything. Everything's just merging at the same time, and they're cutting down all the extra fat in a sense. No pun, no pun. They cutting they cutting back on a lot of stuff, and I think this makes the most sense for them to do. I don't know if you're going to get the Sanji contest or the Usopp what's the Daddy Mackerson or something like that, whatever whoever he had to find. I guess Zoro was the most important one to that. Oh, snap. Not bad on the visuals. Slip slip. That's not what it was called. At least that's not what. It was a smooth fruit, right? I wonder why they changed it. Huh? How is this gonna work? Oh, she still got her club. She pulled the Maki with the slipping on blood scene. Oh yeah, this is the first time they introduced that. Just like the first season, it's cheesy, but so far it's not over. So far it's not overly cheesy. It has, it's hard to do this without being cheesy. I was actually shocked I enjoyed the first one as much as I did. Let me see. It was gonna be the same scene. They kept it the same. That was a good dialogue when I heard it. My pants ate your ice cream. Tashigi? I did that before. No God. That was embarrassing. Walking around like that for almost a whole morning with my jacket messed up. He was about to get lost. I'm surprised they found him. See, it's just like I told you. They're gonna skip everything. They're not about to show Zoro working for the Navy and going through all this stuff. It's slick for the anime, but for like when you're watching the show, it doesn't make any sense to go through that whole process. And his little side mission was the best of all of them. So they probably just narrowed it down that way. They said, you know what, they're not gonna have Sanji in this cooking contest. Like that's I mean the worst one was Usopp in that time. Though there was like one part of that Usopp backstory that was cool, but besides that, they could have did without it. In which case they did, apparently. How the hell is Usopp gonna carry this one in real life?
Stop. We need to find him.
Yeah, I know who it is. You know exactly who it is. That boy can't stay out of trouble.
Fellow pirates, citizens of Logtown, charges against this buffoon known as Monkey D. Luffy are as follows. He destroyed my ship, kidnapped my precious Kobe,
Was that guy in the first season too?
while daring to call himself
The
a
hairy dude,
pirate.
the beast tamer.
Only God's
I can't remember seeing him.
is death.
I didn't even realize that was Buggy.
As your lawyer, you let me do the talking.
Nah,
Friends, good freaks, and residents of Logtown, lend me your ears.
Buggy the lawyer.
Now is a stupid little dipshit? Yeah.
Nah,
Should we all be deeply
this is
convinced
actually
that he
perfect.
somehow become the most wanted pirate in the East Blue? Of course. And is he so insufferably obnoxious that sometimes you just want to rip that ridiculous hat off his head and cram it down his throat? Absolutely. I know I do. But even with... Don't you understand the lesson yet, kid? The most powerful
This is real Heath Ledger.
isn't a weapon or a devil for you.
This is real Heath Ledger. I know they got that inspiration from that. I know it's very subtle, but this is uh what's that scene with Heath Ledger and the Joker as the Joker
Fine, folks.
when he was saying where he got the scars from.
Boy who would be king, chopped down before he ever left the East Blue. Sanji!
Wait, they don't even have him on the platform?
Oh, good. The shit hats made it. Take care of the loot troop.
Okay,
Move on with the main
I guess yeah.
Out of my way!
And they still got wait, Nami was there too?
So you want to be like the king of the pirates, huh? Well, be careful what you wish for.
They gave homie a helmet.
Get him.
I see that lightning. And that was easy. He needed his tricycle or something. Or unicycle, whatever that shit was. Yo, I heard he worked his ass off. I like that's why I love this cast. They actually put in work. You gotta give credit where it's due.
How are you doing that?
I'm slippery from head to toe. Knowing your beat, little girl.
Technically speaking, if she's slippery from head to toe, how is she holding that? Nice. Oh, that was smart. That's actually pretty. I like that.
Another round in Captain Usopp's mighty.
But how's she holding the club if she's so slippery, right? Unless she got like a glove on or something. I ain't see. Me being very picky. Got him. I Usopp. Usopp.
Should we go in?
No. Let the pirates tear each other apart. John will is left.
He's a pirate.
You know it. That's a good cut. Ain't no way there's gonna show him climbing up that damn thing.
Any last words, Captain Shit-tacular?
Yo, Buggy's still the best character since the first one.
My name is Monkey D. Luffy. I will find the One Piece and become king of the pirates.
I feel like I know those people. They look like anybody from Brooklyn. All right, not mad at it, but
Don't know the first thing about being a king.
yeah, I was gonna say it could be a little bit more impactful.
I know you'll never.
It's hard to make that impactful, to be fair.
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown.
It's hard. It's hard to make that impactful. Well, I'm about to say, like, I'm not bashing it. I'm still loving what I'm seeing, but it's some scenes is gonna be hard to do regardless of how you do it. Like having a solo, like a singular character. I mean, in the anime, some of these things didn't make sense. He's yelling it, right? I mean, I could hear the difference, the change in voice tone in the background. It sounds like it changed mid sentence. So they trying to make it sound more his voice louder. Um, that's hard. I mean, for the actor alone, for him to act and yell like that, I think that's difficult. That's just me. I'm not an actor, but I know what goes into that, and I definitely think that alone took a lot to just make it seem authentic. But yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. It's nothing's gonna be like the anime. Nothing's gonna be as impactful as the anime. You could do so much with animation.
So let's take yours off.
Hard head ass. They got him running around. But he was supposed to be part of like, part of a gang on the land or whatever, a group of cannibals, whatever. So I still don't know if I like that, how it's looking. Not me.
I'm sorry. I'm dead.
That smile.
Luffy!
They making him laugh maniacally. He's a maniac. They made him a maniac. I don't think Gold D. Roger did it. I don't think he did all that. Even he smiled. He ain't laughed like a maniac. It's magical hat. If they make him give it to him, that's crazy. That's kind of, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Lucky me. All right. Everyone okay?
Us. Do not let those pirates leave their city.
Just as for fan lore, I wonder if Bartholomew has his his fruit there. If he has his ability, I doubt it because he probably would have used it, or maybe he does, and that's how he got away.
Should have put it together sooner. You're Aurora Noah Zoro, bounty hunter turned pirate.
If you know who I am, then you know you don't want to do this.
Oh, I do. I'm going to take the water Ichimonji from you.
Nah, you ain't.
Let's see you try.
That's fire.
You didn't tell me you were a Marine.
You didn't ask.
Break out those other swords, man.
Better than you. Dropping your elbow.
Wait, I just want to see that real quick. I'm just curious. I'm so okay. That cut. It's the cut. That's fire. Look, I'm learning things on my own too. I do my own shared directing. Sometimes I just like to see how things are pieced together.
I won't surrender the sword for anything. Especially not you.
Why won't you kill me?
My guy.
Captain Smoker of the Marines. Not going anywhere.
Yeah, sorry, Smokey, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Smokey. Smokey out here taking a You think?
Doesn't matter. We take him out.
They got Sanji out here? He is a far past you guys, man. I respect the sound effects. Smokey, you messing up the neighborhood too, bro.
Small fries.
It is crazy how one-sided this fight was. It still is. My guy, you don't stand a chance, man. Hate to say it, you do not stand a chance. Wait, did he ever use his what do you call it? The jut? A jute in this fight? No, right? I don't think so. I don't think he had to. This is fire. I wonder why they decided to.
Looks like your luck's run out, kid. Whose luck, did you say? You. Who are we to stand in the way of another man's voyage? World government wants your head. Not today. The world is still waiting for our answer.
He came in there fly guy though, the suit and everything. I got questions. I got questions.
if that's what you have chosen. Go forth.
No. 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 Did I just see who I thought I seen?
Not exactly what you signed up for.
It's like they don't have to do it, but they do it anyway.
Someone who also understands what it feels like to be kept in a cage.
I'm gonna have to like after I watch this, I'm gonna have to like shit on my thoughts and see if that's if it's like if it's is it okay? I mean, obviously Oda signed off on it. So I'm just like curious about these things.
Even still,
that, that caught me off guard.
in your pride.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Wait,
I know you have potential that is being squandered. I know you have skills that are wasted. Desires that aren't being met. I know you're strong, intelligent, beautiful. There's
Robbie, you
nothing
hitting on me?
to offer you, little bird. And you can have all of it.
What's this?
Wings.
Oh, she's out. She pulled the Batman.
Tashigi,
Captain Smoker, what are you doing here?
thanks, Raoul.
Oh. Damn, that's the scene I wanted. I forgot there was that one scene I wanted. That scene was powerful too. I'm mad they didn't include that scene now. Even though I forgot it. That was a great scene with Luffy and that barkeep.
What is that, sir?
Big old Roger was executed. You know what he did when he faced his end?
Smile.
He laughed.
Oh, well, laugh. Let's laugh in this, I guess. They laugh maniacally.
Even I could see the effect his words had. Promise of the One Piece drove the world into chaos.
I mean, all the same.
To live through that game.
Laugh, smile.
That's what I'm fighting for. Dedicated my life to making sure the world never sees another Gold Roger. That's
Didn't just laugh. He laughed like the Joker. Homie was crazy. And I don't know if they're trying to tell you something about the anime. Homie is crazy. But it's interesting that they did that though. And this is where his obsession began, eh? I like it. I like it. It grown on me. But I like I said, I get it. They had to push everything into this one, you know, well, not one, but a couple seasons.
Reverse Mountain. The entrance to the Grand Line.
Our journey is a lot harder from here.
Harder than warlords.
Killer sharks?
Whoever that lady with the mace was.
Yeah. There's nothing we can't take on.
And we got G Shocks on? What is that? I like how they gave him so much energy. Everybody's just placid. Just like, he over here swinging his hat around. There you have it. First episode is finito. So that pretty much wraps up that. First reaction video is up. One Piece. I gotta say, I have a lot of questions. I do. I'm actually I'm satisfied with what I just watched. Let's put it like that. I walk into live action shows with obviously references from like anime or whatever or books, and I walk into them kind of with a low expectations. I've seen a lot of bad live actions, and I'll be honest with you. Since the first one, this has already piqued as far as any of my expectations go for live action anime turn live actions, especially, right? We've all seen them, right? They're bad. They put budget into this. They put budget. The cost of the wardrobes, the atmosphere, like, the cinematography, the visual effects. Nah, they did their thing. I'm not gonna say I'm pleased with every single thing. No. I mean, there's certain things, there's certain parts of the story that I'm not too sure how I feel yet, so I can't really judge on it too early. Like for example, Bartholomew. Do I think that's a good idea to introduce him so early? Like I said in the earlier part of the clip, like I think that's merely to just condense everything, because I think either they either know they're not going to do the entire series, or they're doing it like a precaution, like just in case we can't get to the ending, let's write this in a way that gets most of the people in there some way, shape, or form. So I think that's what they're doing. It's probably more so a precaution, and they'll probably figure out what they'll do later when they get there. But like right now, Bartholomew, it's not like it don't make sense. Later on, you find out that he was there anyway. So I think it works. Some things like that work. Some things on the other side, though, I don't think so. Like, I don't see what's the benefit of having Tashigi and Robin have somewhat of a connection, whatever that connection is, right? It could be very loose, but I don't see the point in that. I mean, granted, they meet each other later, but not in that way. Nowhere close to that. So that gives me the impression that it's going to be something different. It's going to be a different result later. I don't know. That's remains to be seen yet. But Smoker is dope. Smoker is definitely dope. Uh Dragon, oh, actually they didn't even say his name in this. I don't think they said his name in this. Dragon, if you know, you know. He looks He At first I was like, cringe time, a little cringe. Then they showed you the suit underneath the robe. I was like, oh, and the power. I was like, all right. As long as he don't talk, as long as he don't talk. I don't know how I feel about the acting so much. No offense to him. It got very yeah, performancey. Like, I don't know, but that part was fire. That was dope. Smoker did a great job. Tashigi, she did a good job. Everybody did a good job. Even when I say Bartholomew, I'm not the biggest on him showing up and how he looks. I think that he still did a good job. Character wise, he still pulled it off. And Buggy, the best job. No matter what episode he's in, he'll probably be my favorite part of the episode. That's It's been like that since the first season. Um, who else? Who else? I'm glad they cut down on some of the unnecessary scenes, like having, you know, Sanji do his contest, his cooking contest. That if I'm curious if they showed you the woman though throughout the scenes. I wasn't really paying attention for her specifically, but I'm so glad that they didn't put Usopp and that whole Daddy Mackerson thing in. I'm glad they didn't put the Sanji and the cooking contest in. They could have skipped that. Zoro had the best side mission in that whole part of that arc. Um, what part they could have still referred Usopp's father some way. Like, I don't think they really, no, they did. They did in the first season. My bad. I take that back. They showed the connection. What else was good about this? They had a lot of good. They had a lot of references. I saw the panda. They snuck panda in there as a plushie or whatever the hell that was. Um, they had to. That was sneaky. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I have my little takeaways from this on the design level. You know, I think, like I said, it looks like their budget is out the roof. Like, they going crazy. And this is only the first episode. Certain things is a little shaky still. Like Luffy's gum gum, his Gatling. I could see it was a little rocky, but they did the best they could with that. Um, yeah, no, they killed it. They killed it. They did. They actually made they actually made Alvita, her whole scene in that, less cheesier in this than it actually was in the anime. That joint was cheesy in anime. It was cool because it's anime, but like they made it better because she did this whole slip and slide thing, and I was like, I wonder how they're gonna do that. But they actually did it. They did an okay job with that. Um, yeah, there's some little nuggets in there, and I still don't know how I feel about my guy being shown. That was, I mean, for the people who know, I don't. I guess there'll be the ones like me who will be a little bit iffy about that. But if you don't know, if like they didn't acknowledge him, they didn't acknowledge him, they didn't say nothing. So for the people who don't know who the hell that is, like it don't mean anything. So maybe it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal, right? Maybe that's just me as a fan. I'm like, oh damn, I don't know if they should have put this. But I mean, if you don't know who the hell that is, then it's not going to affect you. But I guess that's kind of dope. If I didn't know, that's kind of dope because you could look at him in this and then go reference to the anime when you get up to it and be like, oh, this too. If they never get there, then you'll be able to put two and two together. That's cool. I mess with that. Um, they had everything down pat. The shopkeepers all look spot on. Like they did their work, man. They did their research. Like I said, I would kill to be like one of the designers who get to design like the flyers and the map design and stuff like that. Um, they really went out of their way to make sure this thing really fit the reference, right? I mean, they don't want to get older mad. I know that. Um, but yeah, I can't knock it. I stand by my rating. I'll give it like a 3.5 to 4 though. I don't want to I say 3.5 because there's probably episodes that's better and there's episodes that's worse. So I don't want to give it nothing too high and then I gotta rethink my number. So I think 3.5 is pretty solid for a first episode. I do prefer the first episode in season one over this one though. I think it's because the anticipation, you don't know what to expect. And this one, you kind of walking into this with somewhat of an expectation. But regardless of it, I think it did. They definitely landed this one. But that's how the first reaction goes, yeah. Thanks for everybody who actually sat through and watched this whole thing. I'm still hoping that I could do this for God knows how long. I got other animes that I need to catch up to. I'm not gonna do this for One Piece anime. That's off limits. I'm keeping that to myself. I gotta watch that at home by myself. Like I need to enjoy that without having to worry about any other YouTube stuff. But I do have other ideas that I want to catch up on. I need to watch Last of Us season 2. I still haven't watched that. I've been like hesitant on that too because I mean I know how the game was. I love the game, but it had its moments where I was just like, oh, this is not going to translate too good to the show or whatever the case may be. So I don't know. We'll see about that. I think I'm going to watch that one probably either next. But there's also animes like Fire Force. What's the other one? Vinland Saga. Um, what's the other one I was just thinking about? Spy Family. I still haven't watched any of those. I watched the main, the most hype animes already, the top ones. Um, and I've been on that wave since forever. One Piece, I've been watching that since 4 Kids, and that's like 2000, early 2000s. So keep up with me though. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Hit the like button if you like what you see. Drop me a comment. Leave me some notes, some theories that you might have. What's going to happen if you watch this already? Please don't spoil me. I appreciate it. And just keep up with me. Follow me on any other platform so I can keep you up to date with what I'm going to do next, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Threads, whatever. I'll leave everything in the caption, and I'll see y'all around.